Hi, I'm Peter Fona,
And I'm Tania Kolar.
and today we are talking about don't major in minor things. Well, we have chosen this topic today because most people live in a very pretty stressful life. And so maybe they have a plan in the morning what they want to attract and achieve during the whole day. But but when something happens in the outside, they will lose their plan, they will lose the focus, and they will lose so many things. And in the end of the day, they haven't done anything what they expected to do. And that's something you may have experienced already once, twice, weekly, monthly, daily. I have no idea, but it's such a horrible thing, and it doesn't have to be like that.
Well, it's really quite easy to become distracted by all of the minor things. And then we put all of our focus on the things that are not essential. So I think it's so important to get very clear on, what it is that you would like to accomplish. That's why, writing a list is ideal, and then prioritizing. What's the most important thing on that list? So start with the most important thing. And then when that's done, then you move on to the next thing. Instead of that, okay, so if you know what that one important thing is and you have the intention to get started, what happens is you get started but before you get started, you decide to check Facebook and all the social media accounts. Then you start surfing the web because you saw something else on Facebook that would look pretty cool. So you clicked on that. And then you now have spent an hour, wasting time that could be directed to that number one most important thing. So many of us do major in the minor things, but that really is not helpful to your end goal. Because if we think about it, I mean, we all have the exact same amount of time in a day. That's it. We all have the exact same amount of time. So we want to take the time that we have and learn to maximize it, because even though we all have the same amount of time per day, when you maximize your time, you actually give yourself more time to do the things that are important and to do the things that you love instead of being distracted by the phone call. Turn your phone off for a while when you're really busy and you want to focus in on a task. Turn your phone off, put it away, out of sight, out of mind. Close the door if you're busy at home working, as so many people right now are working from home, because those distractions, they add up over time, and we want more time for ourselves and to do the things that we love and want to achieve.
Perfect. And it's not that you have to be creative 24 hours, 7 days a week. So it's and working like a horse line. We're not talking about that. We are talking about stay focused, whatever you do. And a huge secret is the more you are relaxed, the easier it is to be focused, because the chatterboxes in your brain called the thoughts are not disturbing you, or they are disturbing you less. And the calmer you are, the more powerful you are, the more productive you are, the more focused you are, and that's a huge benefit. So, as Tania mentioned to you, please turn off, for example, the all the devices. They may disturb you, and stay connected also if you do a meditation during the day, because that's very helpful. That's incredibly powerful. Calm down, because 95% of all diseases is based on stress. And the more you and people think stress is normal. It doesn't have to be normal at all. It's a kind of disease, and that's not something helpful. So it's really, when you calm down, when you release, and when you let go, and when you stay focused, you can do so many wonderful things. And recently, I found out something when I read Michael Singer's book, The Unfettered Soul. He has a chapter about what if you would have only 7 days more in your life until you would die. And that's a very interesting part, because something makes it so. important. What is it important if I have only a certain time over? And it was so amazing to figure it out. What would I do if I would only have another 7 days? And the amazing surprise was a huge desire came up to finish my online program, Unleash Yourself. And the other part was I only felt so grateful, and I had a huge desire to say thank you to different people, and because it's something very important. And then my question came up, why don't you do that right now? And I really started doing to say thank you to these people. They were really, really important for me. Of course, I love to have another 65 years more and or more. But why don't we do that right now? Now it's the perfect time. Now it's a perfect moment. We don't have to wait, or we don't have to regret that it's too late. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. And don't think about, well, that we can postpone that for maybe later. No, we have no time. We have no idea when we take a deep breath in and take a breath out, and that will be it.
Yeah, it does put things into perspective when you look at it that I only have this many days left, or even if you just say, if I only had these hours, what would I choose to focus on? And you're really going to start to see that you're going to start to delete all of the things that really don't add value to your life. They might be enjoyable for the moment, but they're really enjoyable only as a distraction. Because what happens is that as humans, we strive to avoid discomfort. So that prevents us from doing those really important things and the things that we want to do, because it might be a little bit uncomfortable and you're trying to avoid that discomfort. So, well, I'm going to get up and go make myself something to eat. I'm going to go find something in the fridge, or I'm going to go make a coffee, or I'm just going to, stretch for a while. And listen, stretching is all great and great. You have to nourish your body. You have to eat, right? But if you're doing it just as a distractive mechanism, then it's really not going to be adding, the value that you want for your day. So in order to really maximize your day, start to focus on what really matters to you and what's important, and try to minimize those distractions. Think of ways that you can start to delete some of those things that do not serve you, and look for ways that can, help get you to where you want to be. And that end goal could be connecting with people. It doesn't have to be work related, because a lot of people think that, well, if I'm going to do, a list, it's going to be for work. And because people maybe are a little bit more organized and methodical in a work setting, in a work environment, but you can apply that same list to every area, the same structure of a list, right? To any area of your life, to get that organization. Because when you're organized, you can eliminate some of that mind chatter, the chaos, and that incessant noise. So we want to quiet that noise and just get a little bit more productive and proactive, instead of being distracted and taken off course quite easily.
Exactly. And then you become incredibly successful, peaceful, powerful, productive, and in the end of the day, you're so proud about yourself. So I had some time when I had the feedback, or the overview of what I did during the whole day. I said so many times to myself, hey, you did such a wonderful job. You were able to stay focused during the whole day. Even if I went for a walk, I stay focused, because then the walk was the most important thing in my life. And I was enjoying the moment. I was enjoying the environment. I was breathing in. I was breathing out. I did everything with a lot of awareness. And also the having the feeling, lying in the evening in bed and say, hey, that was so amazing. You were so I didn't waste any second. And that's such a wonderful feeling. And maybe we can inspire you doing the same. Just think it over and do it with a lot of fun, because you will discover how funny life can be when you are the conductor for your own orchestra. I think we are running out of time now, Tania, and I say thank you to you and see you in the next video.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.